What's up, guys? We have some exciting news coming to you from Psycho Gamer here. I'm your host, Aubrey. Today we're going to talk about an exclusive deal that Arcade1up has released today with QVC. So stay tuned, and you're going to check it out here, and we're going to have an in-depth look at what it is they're releasing. Alright guys, welcome back. Like I mentioned, we have a couple of exclusives on our hands today that were just announced by Arcade1up on their actual Twitter account. So, my last video that I did having to do with a release that just happened had to do with the Home Shopping Network getting a couple of these partycades that had multiple games on them, stemming from Pac-Man as well as Centipede as being the primary games for them. Well, today, Arcade1up announced that they're also forming a partnership with QVC as well. So the two big games that they are putting on QVC right now are going to be Pac-Man and Miss Pac-Man, or Ms. Pac-Man, just depends on how you want to pronounce it. I think it is a really smart move for them to release something as inexpensive as this is, as to what they are calling Christmas in July. Christmas in July? I can dig. So for less than $100, you can get yourself Pac-Man, and for less than another $100, you can get Miss Pac-Man. But what we're going to do, we're going to click over into my computer right now. We are going to look at a little video that they released showing off their countercades. And we're going to take a look at the trailer first, then we're going to look at a more in-depth look at the machines themselves. All right. So that was the little video of it, and I'm kind of confused about a little bit of the video, because at the end of the video, it looks like one of the games on the Pac-Man was Galaga. So, But as you can see, looking at the screen here, we have Miss Pac-Man on the actual screen itself, which, in all her glory, you have her arcade-like marquee up there. All the art looks like it should. Even the bottom art, where it looks like that's where your speaker is going to be right there. You have your side art, which is going to look the same on both sides. Monster point value. Instructions on how to play Miss Pac-Man if you've never played it before. In terms of buttons, you have your player 1, player 2. You have your 4-way directional joystick. You have your on-off button. Volume up, and you have one extra button here. I am not 100% sure on what that button is. If any of you guys know what it is, put it down in the comments below. I'm assuming it might be that turbo button, unless they are planning on doing something different when it comes to this particular game, because it looks like they have the exact same button on Pac-Man as well. So it's going to have the exact same look, but it has a difference between the Ghost as well as Pac-Man. Again, I'm not 100% sure on what that button is. Again, if you guys know, go ahead and post it down below. But it looks like they are going with one of their classic LED screens there, so it is kind of flat looking. Doesn't give you quite the same feel or look of an original machine that they've released, like the little small, they used to have the little small arcade machines they released back in the 80s. Those ones, to me, I think they have a little bit more of a true arcade type feel than what these ones are going to have, other than these are going to have the size more than anything else. You're going to look at the side of the Pac-Man, the other side of Pac-Man, and it's much the same. The art style is going to be this pretty much identical as the other side. You got your recessed notches there for the screws, which I found that building those things, sometimes the screws do chip them. So hopefully yours is as perfect and pristine looking as this would be. The back, just typical back of your arcade machine with their typical Arcade1up plugin. And then you have people playing the games and acting like they've never seen Pac-Man or Miss Pac-Man in their entire life. Makes me shake my head. Another picture of somebody playing the game, and then you got a whole party of people playing these machines. Now these ones, like I said, they do look kind of like the Partycades that were released over on Home Shopping Network, which if you didn't see the video that I released for that, go ahead and take a look at that up above. I'm going to go ahead and post that so you can take a look at it. Here's some of the dimensions they've got there. It's got an 8-inch color LCD display. All the buttons and everything that I mentioned. Measures 18.5 inches, so a 1.5 feet tall by 11.25 inches wide, I'm assuming, and 12.25 inches deep. 11 pounds. So it's definitely not going to be the lightest thing, and I made a mistake. So it looks like it's not just going to have Pac-Man or Miss Pac-Man on it. The Pac-Man game is also going to have Galaga. That's why it looked like he was playing Galaga on it. Miss Pac-Man's also going to come with Super Pac-Man, which is one of the little videos that they had. So check them out. You are going to get 2 games on each one, so that's not a bad thing. If you want the best of both worlds, you got to get both of them. Like getting an Xbox and a PlayStation. Want the best of both worlds? Got to get them both. But it's going to be some delays on it, but you guys need to get them. Jump on this deal while you can, because supplies aren't going to last for forever. And looking at the Partycades that were released on Home Shopping Network, they only lasted a couple days and they were completely gone. And I've already seen that there's thousands of people have ordered these ones already. So get on it. That's going to do it for this video, guys, for this exclusive up-to-date news and info. I appreciate you coming and watching the video. Give me a like, give me a subscribe. I'll catch you next time, guys. Game on.